Hi guys, welcome to Slay the Princess. This is the demo that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I just have not gotten the chance to, and then when I finally was gonna do it, I got sick. So I'm finally here to do this. I'm really excited. I believe there's seven different endings, so we're gonna try to get to all of those. I have seen a tiny bit of the game, but not like I don't even think I saw the first ending. Like, I just wanted to see what it was like. But yeah, so super psyched to get into the game, so we'll just go ahead and get on in. It's by the same developers that did Scarlet Hollow, so again, I totally recommend you check it out if you want. It's just the demo, and it's free to play, and so, yeah. Ooh, look at that cursor. What is my hand? Okay! With that, let us begin. Jesus. The hero and the princess. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Turn around and leave. Okay. The end of the world. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But why? What did she do that's so bad?
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
But you're saying that I'm confused. Do you have any evidence?
Look,
Yeah.
you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
Because you probably
Made it
put
this
me
far,
here,
you might as well reach the end of your journey.
right? Sorry, I'm already going off. I need to chill out, get through the first part. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
You just said the danger comes if she's let out. She's not dangerous, and now you're saying she's dangerous.
Before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
What happens if she gets out then? I want specifics. Can't someone else do this?
If only
Yeah.
that were the case, but I don't
Why
know.
is it always me?
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
I think he does. Getting the feeling that he does. Okay, let's go ahead.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Who's this?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Let's go for it. Do our vanilla run. Our basic run.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Should we take it? I think... I guess I
blade
would.
from the table.
I don't know.
It-
Oops. I didn't mean to cut him off. I'm sure we'll hear it again. Yeah, we're gonna have probably... It has several endings, so I'm sure we'll have to...
The door to the
same
basement
thing
creaks
again.
open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's commanding, almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
I need your comment, dude.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
I mean, what? No way. Why would you even think that? I'm totally not carrying a knife or anything. Yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. I guess we could say we don't know. Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
But should we, if we drop the knife, then she can get the knife, right? I don't know.
You
I'm not
ignore the
dropping it.
trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step
What?
forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right?
Oh,
If
she
that
probably
knife
has
is
us
the
right
only
where she
weapon you
wants
have,
us.
You'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah. Oh no.
You should just
I can
drop
see where
it.
this is going.
Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you
The
hear
way
the
she's
conviction in her
talking.
voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I think we've already probably hesitated, right? I'm sorry, can we just talk? We can talk about this. It's okay. I mean, I feel like if I slay her, she'll probably... It probably won't work because I already hesitated. So I'm just gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands
Oh,
and
well.
drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Or kill me.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
I guess you could say that. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship, are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're going to end the world. There's people out there who think you're a threat to the world. What do you have to say to that? What's your name? Okay. Let's ask her what she has to say about being a threat to the world.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that?
Cute?
Do you think I'm some sort of monster? Did they even bother to tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? Because that just doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd be capable of.
I don't know if I'd put it past her, to be honest. I've been told enough by the freaking narrator. I don't know if I trust her.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're asking.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Look, at the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
And I don't know you.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or any other number of good things that I'm sure you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
So we just had to make a decision.
So, do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world?
Clearly.
Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Okay, I do agree.
We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Okay. I do think it is about risk, though. It's just like, you just gotta pick a decision. How would I get you out of here? What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Wow.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Thanks.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Go for it. Oh no!
Unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
This is no. I hesitated
A
too
moment
long.
of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Okay.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed. The shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
So I could give up, I could leave, or I could kill her, or I could leave. I don't know if leaving is gonna work. Keep trying, I guess.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here, either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Wait, I'm just realizing. So this is our actual hand. Look, it has the same, nails. I don't know. No.
Can you not feel
if we're
those
human.
ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess
Fun?
gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would, but I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black, and you die.
The Fury. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Yeah, this is sus. Okay. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh.
There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's going to kill us again. Oh, is there another one of us in here? If you go to the cabin, you might as well just throw yourself at her feet and beg for mercy. You are never going to slay her with that
Mercy.
attitude. Stuff that pathetic little voice to the back of your mind.
But
and
we
stay
both died.
focused on the task.
I guess we just go to the cabin.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. It's not her lies that'll stop us. I must admit, I'm a little worried about going back in there. I don't want to be as much of a downer as my new roommate, but we were definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess. Ignore them, they don't know what they're...
She's definitely
She's
sus.
just a princess. Don't get all in your head about it.
Everybody is suspicious. I don't know. I feel like the voices are just in our
The
head.
interior of the cabin
The
is
narrator's
larger than it
sus,
should
though.
be. The only item of furniture is a plain wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
I mean, I took the blade last time.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. The steps are wide and deep. The air seeping up from below is heavy and oppressive, with an odd, eggy stink to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Wait, this is new. Before it said it was rotting.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's somehow even fiercer than it was before. Of course it is. Don't let it intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into
What?
view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
What's with the tail?
Is it just me, or is she bigger than last time? It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
She's not human.
I told you.
She probably ripped this chain off.
I was wondering when I might have company. Free me from my bindings, and maybe I'll let you live for a while.
She wouldn't let us live. Not if she's in that form. Okay, so what's the next ending that we're gonna go with? So maybe we just we don't kill her.
You make your way. A warning. She will
Okay.
lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. I think maybe we don't kill her this time. So I'll take the
You
blade,
take the blade from the...
but I'm not gonna actually kill her. I'll do another run where I don't take the blade at all.
The door to the basement, her voice carries.
Oops,
up the
I
stairs.
accidentally clicked. I didn't see if there's anything different.
Who's there?
It's commanding. Don't let it fool you.
Okay, that's the same. Hey, I think I've come here to kill you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I mean, she knew already before, right?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
We
We're
know
kidding when
she's
you
a
said you were
threat
here
to
to kill me.
something. My own vitality, for sure.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? She's unarmed.
Okay. So I'm just gonna kill her. Straight
You
up kill her.
lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Oh no.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words.
Wait, he said again.
Yes,
Oh,
Even
it was
as
the
she
same
lays
as when
there
we first
dying,
walked in the room.
she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
No, or you could...
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement.
We left
behind you.
the dagger in her? Like, what if she can, like... I don't know.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
That probably sounds dumb.
You did kill someone.
But I feel like
Greater
she's
good or not, Something would
inhuman.
be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the
Alrighty.
cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
That's terrifying.
Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space.
That's terrifying.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry,
Wow.
you'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, yeah, this is bullshit, yeah. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the
This
world.
isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Trust him. Trust him, guys. He's telling the truth.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
We're so happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
True.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here, though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right.
No.
It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Wonderful
Do you
place. This is
There's more for us to
sucktastic.
do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Anything to get out of this hell. Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
He's trying to convince us. You know what I mean? He's trying to manipulate us. 100%. But I don't know who the voice is either. But the narrator is definitely condescending. I'm just gonna stick
What
around.
a relief.
Not do anything.
I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voice's pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Good ending, you did it. You saved everyone? I don't know. Was that a good ending? I don't know. Sorry, take the blade. We're not gonna change anything yet. Everything's the same.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Slay her.
You lunge forward without a... It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
Okay.
With your work done, you make your way back
She doesn't have
upstairs,
much of a sleeve, you know?
closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill, but that day is...
Okay. Leave.
You open the cabin door.
We can't
What?
leave.
Everyone is... I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not?
We're gonna
Don't
end
you
it.
dare.
We're gonna do it. Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate. Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones,
Okay.
though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Somehow I thought she was gonna be alive or something.
Pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Yeah, I really don't think that we're human.
The
either.
end. Nice knowing you.
Oops.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie. You're right. She won't be a problem. I'm not sure I'm a fan of my new roommate. I think
Who's
there's
that?
a lot more to this situation than we've been told. The situation couldn't be more straightforward. Just ignore him.
Okay. The cold. And what was the one before? I
The
don't
interior
remember.
of the cabin is cold. A soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs
Did we have another
flutter in the
voice before?
corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the
We might
windows.
not have. I don't remember.
The only item of furniture is an
We
elegant
didn't. We just had the
antique
one
table
voice.
with a pristine blade perched on it.
Wait, this is different. Wait, I'm not paying attention. I'm sorry. Okay, so... Yeah, this is completely different. We didn't have cobwebs and shit. Okay.
Before you have a chance to even think about taking it, the top of a head appears from underneath the floorboards.
It's lovely.
Two deep-set
Hi.
eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
He doesn't even know. Oh my god. Dude, this is actually kind of cool looking.
A ghost! Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Sarcastic much?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer.
Oh,
Guess
hi.
we've got some things to talk about, haven't we? Like how you murdered me?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. Oh. Okay, so that's that ending. That was much different. Okay. I'm glad I went with that. So we have 3 out of the 7 endings. So now we're not
You're
going
on
to
a
take the
path
knife.
in the woods.
Oh,
You're
wait.
here to
You know what we could do? We could avoid, right? Turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Yeah. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation.
Yeah.
If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Like, forever. It's fine. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Yeah. I don't care, I'm not killing the princess.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Nope, I'm not going.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah, well I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm going to keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
It's fine.
And
No.
here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
That's the same structure. I've only
But
seen
as
one.
you focus on your surroundings, you
structure.
start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction,
Why are there so many?
there is a path and a cabin. And not just a
Oh, you know what it is? No matter what we do, we have to go through the
infinite
cabin.
fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Yeah, it's
You've
fun.
doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Yes.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
So is that like the dimensions of the world? So maybe to begin with, there's only this area that we're in.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path
That's new.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Yep, okay. Definitely gonna slay the princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right?
Oh, damn it.
Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
How can I? When there's so many options.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will... Maybe we should believe her.
Okay, so this is a different voice.
Maybe she isn't a liar.
Contrarian, because we're going against
Ignore them, they're just being difficult for
going
the sake
against
of
what
it.
the story and the narrator wants us to do.
The interior of the cabin is odd, the air smelling faintly of plastic, the wood of the walls
That's
fitting
different.
together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture is a plain wooden table, its legs all the wrong lengths, causing it to tilt towards the door. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
So it's not even a fancy
The
table
blade
anymore.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyways?
True,
I,
like,
for one, would rather have it.
honestly.
We don't really know what we're dealing with here. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Let's just take it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah, we'll take it. I guess I'll leave it
The
next
door to the
time.
basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. The steps are warped and shoddily constructed, the
Okay.
air seeping up
So
from
it's
below is
different
heavy,
too. The steps are
oppressive,
different.
with an odd stink to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her voice carries up the stairs, its multi-tonal lilt adding to the already uneasy atmosphere.
Hello. Is someone there?
Fuck.
This isn't what I expected her to sound like.
That doesn't
What
sound
is
like
she?
her.
I think we'd all like to know. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. She locks eyes with you,
That's not normal.
one moving a little faster than the other. The good lord.
Oh,
Something in her neck
not comfy.
bulges,
Too close for
roiling
comfort.
under her skin as she starts to speak, her voice pouring out between her closed teeth.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I had a friend.
Okay, so I guess it didn't matter that I took the knife because I couldn't do anything with it. That was creepy. Okay. I really liked the voice though. That was cool. Okay, so now what we have to do.
Your honor, you're here.
is we're gonna go straight to the cabin. We're just gonna go straight in, and we're not gonna take the weapon. Because that's what we haven't done yet.
The interior of the blade is...
So just go in. Don't take it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what need. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I know, right? It's totally not like she's an alien
I am
or something.
begging you to stay focused.
A demon.
There's a lot riding on you here.
Something that's not human.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Yeah, sure.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Sorry.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess
could
away
be.
down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Let's go see.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You
Thanks.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Oh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into...
Wait, is there somebody else?
Is someone else here?
Yeah.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave
It's
until
him.
the task is done.
He's making us do it.
You try the door.
Doesn't matter.
It's
Yeah.
locked from the...
Right there.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
No.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
Ugh.
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone,
That's
a
gross.
sound comes from behind you. The clang of bounce. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
It's just freer.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No,
That's really weird.
she didn't. She clutches the wound, softly smiling as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Well, she's not
Thank
human.
you. Now let's get out of here.
Good luck.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your
No!
body steps forward and raises the blade.
He's forcing us.
This isn't fair. You
Yeah.
can't just do that. Watch me.
Damn.
What are you doing?
Oh. Warn her.
Stop that.
Oh, I thought this was all a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges. Wait, she dodges? Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I'm sorry. I can see you're doing your best to resist what's happening to you. I'll try and make this quick.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through
Yeah,
her arm.
look how sharp her
You feel
teeth
her
are.
claws on your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Ugh.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the
Those
ground
eyes.
beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained red as your blood seeps into the fabric. When she manages to escape from this place and bring ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault.
Oh well.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh. The damsel. That's new.
Did you just say the word
Oh.
wink out loud?
I skipped it on accident, sorry.
No, I didn't. Wink.
Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Okay. So each time you make a decision,
The interior of the cabin is almost
impacts
entirely
what
empty. The air stale
the other
and musty.
voice is gonna be.
The floor and walls covered in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're not gonna take the blade. We can take it before, right?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
So we still got
The
rot.
princess really lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries softly up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. It's even more hypnotizing than before. Is it more hypnotizing than before, or is that just what we want it to be? I think we're in love. For everyone's
What?
sake, you're not in love.
Yeah, no.
Just don't let her charm you. It's all part of the manipulation.
No.
You walk down the stairs and
Oh,
lock
she looks like a
eyes with the
kid.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's still so beautiful. It must have, because she's different. Can't you tell?
You. I remember you. You're going to help me get out of here, right?
So I'm not sure how many endings we've gotten. We've either gotten 5 or 6. So we're still missing at least one. The only other thing I could do is, for that ending, I go in and I don't kill her, but then I get to that other part and then I try to kill her again.
You
Oh,
make
so
your way to the
regardless,
bottom
then
of
we
the
can go to
stairs.
the stairs.
Easier. We won't have any of that, as the princess
Oh, she's gonna
approaches-
force
Wait,
us.
Watch me.
What are you?
Watch me. Slayer.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
I'm sorry.
I don't know what's come over you. But if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see that razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh. You collapse to the floor.
Okay, so we got the same ending.
And as much as I'd prefer for things, everything goes dark, and you die.
The Beast. Did we do this one already?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
We betrayed her. So maybe...
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated.
Ooh.
It feels like no one has lived here for a long time. Wind rushing in through cracks and holes.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time. Wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only item of furniture is a plain, termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. You can see there's like no more windows or anything.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Yes, do it. Take the blade and make her pay for what she's done.
Make her pay. I guess we should.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I mean, I feel like she's gonna be so mad at us.
The door to the basement creeps open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to step over a few holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're stepping down into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
It isn't hypnotizing anymore. It's almost feral. Don't
like
let her intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Oh god, she's gonna be terrified.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. She has both her arms again, and she's different, isn't she? The beast is showing us what she really is.
You're the reason I'm still down here. Fiend, monster, betrayer. Nothing will get between my teeth and your throat.
Damn. Well, I'm glad we tried that. Okay, so I think we might be still missing one ending. If any of you guys know how to get to it, please let me know. But either way, sorry, my voice is, I'm still a little sick, so I should probably stop here. But anyway, so let me know what you guys think, if you liked it. I think it was great. Definitely spooky, but really cool at the same time. I can't wait till it's fully released and we'll get to play everything. And of course we'll go through as many endings as we can when it actually is released as well. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.